Hi guys, it's me the Big B and welcome back to another video. Now I do apologise, it's been a little while since I've posted anything, but I have been to Gibraltar for 2 weeks. I did post, I think in my last video about that I was going to be away for a little while. Some of you may know or may not know that I lived in Gibraltar for a couple of years and had a fantastic time there. That's where the TV show that I was involved in was filmed as well. So it brought back some fantastic memories to go back, even just for a couple of weeks, meet up with some of the guys, meet up with some friends, family and things like that. It's been an awesome time. I did post quite a few little videos and photographs and that on Facebook about that. But it brought back memories of the Ghost Trail and things like that, which also brought back the memory that we had some promotional things done, some promotional photographs and things. And there's not many of those left. And I have promised some to some of my friends who wanted them, and I will get round to getting them out. I've only just found them again because I'd misplaced them and I finally found them, but in amongst them was this one, which is the only one that's signed by the whole crew, and I do believe it's possibly one of the only ones that's kind of left of this promotional things, because we gave these out on season 3 when season 3 was aired, actually in Gibraltar in Casement Square. And all the guys sat down and signed a few, but we only signed a very, very small amount, and the rest were just given out blank, which I have got some of those as well. I've got about 11 or 12 of those left. Like I said, some of them are promised to friends, some of them I might give away elsewhere. But I just thought, because we've had so much drama and crap lately that's still ongoing, I thought we'd just do something a little bit more lighthearted in this video and a little bit more fun. So I'm going to run a competition. I don't know what I'm going to do yet as a competition, but I'm just going to run a silly little competition for anyone who would be interested in winning a signed copy of the Ghost Trail Crew. And like I say, I think it's possibly one of the only ones that's kind of left that I'm aware of that's actually fully signed. Other exciting news, I will get back to that. I'm still thinking about what I can do as a competition, just something daft and a bit fun. But I'll sort of get back to that one in another video when I've had a bit to think about it. Other exciting news is I'm going to be doing a radio interview as well. That's going to be in June. But I will give more details about, you know, when it's closer to the time and when I've got an exact date and time that it's going to air. But that's going to be awesome. I was contacted by the person who does this radio show, and especially with everything that's been going on at the minute, all the drama, all the crap that's been going on, and other things as well. But it's just going to be an all-out discussion about everything. It's going to be really awesome. It's going to be really cool, and we'll put a few rumours to bed, I think, which I think is overdue. And it'll just be very informative for you guys. And it'll be a bit of fun as well. We're not just going to talk about the drama. We're not going to make it all heavy and things. Obviously, we want to talk about ITC in general as well, and how things is going, about ghost boxes, apps, you know, things like that. Talk a little bit about the show I was involved with, and just loads of things in general. So it's not just going to concentrate just on the negative stuff. But obviously, that has already been spoken about, that on the radio interview they want to kind of touch on that subject. But that's awesome. That's really cool and exciting. I'm trying to think of anything else. I've got some experiments that I'm going to be doing. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy in dolls and things, and haunted dolls, but a friend of mine had one and he was having problems with it, and he's lent it to me. I actually took it to Gibraltar because the guys in Gibraltar who worked on the Ghost Trail and things, they're very good at what they do. They're very good mediums and things like that, as well as paranormal investigators. And we kind of had a bit sort of experiment with it, and we got some interesting results. So I'm going to do a few more videos around that. And like I say, I know there's a lot of controversy with these things, but I don't think there's an attachment exactly to the doll. There's something attracted to the doll, not an attachment. The doll doesn't actually look like your typical old freaky Victorian doll with a Victorian dress and nothing like that. It doesn't look nothing like that. It's I will show the doll in another video when I actually get to do that. But the first time we did anything with it, we had a K2 meter on it, we had a connect pointing towards it, the Connect 3D scanner. We got a figure mapped next to it that kept them coming in and coming out. The K2 meter was pegging off the scale pretty much non-stop, and we had one of the apps running, and we were getting constant communication, and it was just freaky. And we actually did that one on a live stream as well. We were trying to live stream it on Facebook as well, so a lot of people saw that as well, and that proved to us that there was something going on with this doll. Like I say, it's been all the way to Gibraltar with me and come all the way back in one piece, and we've got some more interesting information about it, which I will then discuss in another video. The gentleman that lent me the doll said I could talk about it, but I want to make sure first that it's okay that I talk about it on YouTube, not just on Facebook and things like that. If it's okay with them, I'll tell you the story about this thing, and I'm going to be definitely doing some more in-depth sort of sessions, trying to pull some more information about it, because it's kind of interesting little subject. I'm not fanatical about ghost dolls or anything like that. I do believe lots of objects can have attachments, as we know in this field. It's not just dolls. Dolls just have a certain stigma within the paranormal field, haunted dolls and shit. But we've seen in things, lots of different objects can have attachments and cause problems. One of the most recent ones, I believe, was when we were doing a live session and doing some experiments at Paula's house, and we had a table that was giving off massive amounts of electromagnetic energy. And she had two matching tables pretty much feet apart from each other. One was pegging off the scale, and I mean literally to red, and stayed there, and the 1 feet away was giving off nothing, and the identical tables, and they weren't old or anything like that, but there was just something about this one table, and we even picked it up and moved it to a completely different location in the room, and that one still gave off this massive electromagnetic pulse, where it wasn't even a pulse, just a field that was constant, and the other one gave off nothing. I even changed position of the one that was active and put it where the other one was and swapped the other one over, and again the inactive one did nothing. The one that was active was just pumping off the scale. Obviously something was going on there. So it can be anything from furniture to, you know, to, you've got old items of clothing, you know, jewelry, things like that. They can all have the potential to have an attachment, given the right circumstances. So I don't disbelieve the haunted doll, because the doll is just an object. It just happens to be a certain type of object that we've all seen in horror films and things, and everyone, when you say a haunted doll, they start freaking out. But bloody interesting subject, and that's where I'm going to be looking at as well soon. So going to leave it there, guys. I will definitely think about what I'm going to do for the competition. I'll definitely put a link and talk more about the radio interview that's coming up, and the haunted doll when I get round to like figuring again. And again, I want to do that in a certain way, and I want to do many different things. I don't just want to like chuck a kid to at it and chuck one of the apps at it and see what thing. I want to do some kind of different things with it, to sort of like rule out any false positives, you know, just for people who say, well, can you do this, can you do that? Again, if you have any suggestions, let me know, and I can do that as well. And I may even live stream that as well here on YouTube, just for the fun of it as well. And again, it rules out for people say, well, you could have edited this in or done that or done this. If we live stream it, then you see it as it's happening, as we see it. So thanks for watching, guys, and we shall catch you very soon.